Why do we have to have auditions for choir solos each year? It makes my child feel bad when he doesn't get a part. I thought this was supposed to be a loving Christian community. We're a Christian volleyball team. Why can't they all just take turns playing for fun? Who says we need to be competitive? Growing up, these were questions my parents heard repeatedly as they were in leadership of our competitive homeschool sports program and homeschool choir. I have seen firsthand the debate that arises over Christians participating in competition. Do biblical principles conflict with competition? Are there any benefits to competition? Today, we will explore the benefits of and the biblical case for competition, why the misconceptions surrounding it are false, and the negative effects of avoiding competition. With this in mind, we turn to see why and how competition is beneficial for participants, and how through competition we can apply biblical principles. The greatest biblical principle promoted through competition is the pursuit of excellence. The Bible tells us God desires excellence from His people, and Proverbs 27:17 explains the method by which to obtain such excellence. As iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. In competition, the observance of others' ideas combines with our innate desire to win and leads us to better ourselves and our product. When I was younger, I competed in the sewing competition at our county fair. Judges would intricately pore over every stitch and seam, looking for perfection. This process challenged me to select a pattern that demanded sewing skills far above my own skill set. I chose the finest fabrics and spent hours sewing and ripping out, until finally the project had reached near perfection. My passionate desire to obtain a blue ribbon in the setting of this fierce competition was the driving force behind my tedious work. It was only this desire for success that could push me to be my absolute best, just as failure would push me to improve in the future. For not only can competition encourage excellence, it also offers the opportunity to develop character. Every competition has winners and losers. Ultimately, however, one is only a true loser if he lets the competition end with defeat. In competition, you must rise from your fall and learn from the blow, asking God how to turn your weaknesses into strengths. Abraham Lincoln is one of the most revered presidents in American history, but what many do not know is that he encountered enormous loss before reaching such prominence. Journalist Sam Kabongo writes in an article in the New Times that Lincoln, quote, failed in business twice, resulting in a debt that took him 17 years to repay, and lost a total of 7 elections. But never once did he give up on his efforts. In his private writings, Lincoln stated that success is going from failure to failure without losing your enthusiasm. By pressing on through failure, he learned the benefits of perseverance, just as we can when we encounter loss in competition. A different form of competition, team competition, is one that offers additional unique lessons specific to working with others. Working well with others is a foundational principle of Christianity, one that we are called to in Hebrews 10:24-25a. And let us consider how we can spur one another on towards love and good deeds, not giving up meeting together, as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another. In order to achieve a team win, good team dynamics are essential. This is achieved through 2 other biblical objectives: teammates giving sacrificially and building one another up through encouragement. In order for the advancement of the team as a whole, the first priority of each individual must be, what can I give or give up that is best for the team in order to achieve our goal? In so doing and sacrificing yourself through practicing or giving up playing time or perhaps extra time spent at work, you quickly experience the positive results. These results impart the necessity of personal sacrifice, which is needed in order to accomplish the common goal. Team competition also offers the perfect platform for a Christian to learn the importance of encouragement and to become a champion encourager. 1 Thessalonians 5:11 says, "Therefore encourage one another and build each other up, just as in fact you are doing." When competing in any form of team competition, from creating a new product at work to sports, one quickly realizes the importance of good team morale. Encouragement is the key to good team morale. When one team member becomes downcast due to their performance or due to a negative word someone has said to them, it negatively affects the entire team, thus teaching that keeping one another encouraged is crucial in the race for excellence. Sadly, however, some Christians miss out on the opportunity to gain these valuable life lessons due to their misconceptions surrounding competition. One of the most common arguments brought against Christians and competition is that of equal or fair treatment. A distraught mother told our choir director that it was unfair that the same kids were awarded solos each year. She felt auditions were not necessary, and solos should be divided equitably throughout all the children. She was confusing equal worth in God's eyes with equal gifting. Romans 12:4 and 6a says, "Just as you have one body with many members, and each member does not perform the same function, we have different gifts according to the grace given us. To not choose the best actress for the play or the best worker for the presentation, we are not best utilizing the gifts God has given us. To do so, we ignore the fact that God created each of us with unique gifts to be used in different facets that most glorify Him. It is when we give God our best and work as one with our different strengths that He is most glorified." Another reason some Christians avoid competition is because they feel it promotes prideful behavior of those in the spotlight, while leading to insecurity due to self-comparison for those in the background. Participants can learn, however, that in pursuit of the prize, we must all work together, learning that no gift is superior to another, yet each unique gift is necessary to attain the highest level of excellence. Recently, I was involved in a play that awarded only a few lead roles, but many chorus roles. Our director gave us the analogy of the aspen trees in Colorado, a collection of trees whose roots are so intermingled that you cannot remove one tree without removing all of them. He told us this to help us see that no one role was more important than the next, because the leads could not reach their best without the rest of the cast to complete and support the show. We learned security and humility, and the knowledge that each role was of equal necessity. Finally, let us look at the consequences that occur when those in leadership avoid competition altogether by implementing an everyone's a winner mentality. These modern teaching methods are driven by parents and teachers' fear of harming children's self-esteem. Because they never want children to feel bad, they institute sports with no scoreboards, where everyone gets a trophy, schooling without grades, and never deliver negative feedback, even when correction should be implemented. This avoidance of competition has proven to lead to a lack of work ethic and an entitlement mindset once they reach the workplace. Ron Alsop, author of the book The Trophy Kids Grow Up, wrote of the millennials, "Some managers have seen them break down in tears after a negative performance review, and even quit their jobs. They expect ready access to senior executives to share their brilliant ideas." Without competition, these millennials did not learn how to work well with others, respect those in authority, or work hard to achieve excellence. To learn such things, we must encourage competitive activity in our young people and in ourselves. By engaging in the competitive arena as coach or contestant, we sharpen ourselves and push others to do the same. It is only through such action that we can stop this generation of entitlement from continuing. I have learned invaluable life lessons through a plethora of competitions. I have learned that hard work pays off, how to be a good encourager, and the importance of living my faith off and on the court. Christian competitors, restaurateurs, and businessmen alike set examples for us as they live out biblical principles in the competitive world. Competitors such as Tim Tebow, Chick-fil-A owner Truett Cathy, and Olympian Gabby Douglas have inspired us with their faith, touched us with their hearts, and shown us that competition can be a beautiful instrument for God's glory. Engage in competition. Glean the lessons it offers. Spread the biblical case for competition, and act now to intentionally use competition fully for the glory of God. Thank you.